And the Aztecs will put it away to start the game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Yellow Jackets offense will be first on the attack. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a chance. Knocked off his feet. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's King. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. He's going to have to...
Oh, he's got some space. Drills him with the stiff arm. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything's fine. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Aztecs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 72 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picks up the first down. He's loose down the middle. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that play?
To quote the great philosopher Rhys Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second-level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's King. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over ULM. We'll circle back if anything.
Picked off. What a way to set him up.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun. Give on the inside. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Here's the handoff. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Aztecs send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Pulls it and fires to the left. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Out of the gun, the inside kick. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's King. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Off the play fake. Throws for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete play downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. He's got it. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Motion from the back. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. Creates a little space. Makes it past the marker. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a gap. It's 4. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Aztecs headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab behind the line. It's McCool. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. And some room to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Aztecs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Makes the catch. It's Allen. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Looking for a man. It's Kane. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Makes the grab. It's Stockton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 22 on first and 10. Give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the flyers toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the Looking down the middle. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. To the air on 1st down. Snag out of the air. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Quarterback keeps up. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got a man. It's Sutton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. Why don't I get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bounce it off that right up, right through. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And if you thought that was a quick 1st half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Sutton. And the Aztecs in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They just keep firing. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the RPO and pull right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's King. On target. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air.
projected for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Can't get it to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's forward. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Aztecs will send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Quick spin on the line. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Under fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing a strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Kane. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Patriots are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll run it. For the tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the run, it's Alexander. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble if you try.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The play action fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's in open space downfield. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He might want another play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? And this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's King. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities. But this one, a 3rd and long.
They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. All of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They'll go to the air.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the Aztecs will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Fires complete on the crosser. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up the drive. space. Touchdown, San Diego State. Now this defense taking one back to the house. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
And you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, you get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in East Lansing. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wide out. Complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's King. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've been running it, but now the pass. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got an open man. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Right on the money. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. To the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Fires to the middle. It's complete. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right.
Man, that clock is ticking, so we've got to make sure. I understand if I don't get the first down, I got to get out of bounds. I think he should have got out of bounds to stop this clock. This offense, they got to hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage, and start running some plays.
The Aztecs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on third down. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Under fire. He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the first down marker. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You're going to hear guys after these games say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really